Radiant team ban.
Can you guys hear me? Welcome back, everyone. We're here, NA Dota. We just watched Immortals. They saw what everyone was saying. They saw on the forums. They saw us. They saw everything. They said, no chance, huh? There's just no way we can do it. They smacked them out of the air, and look at that. They have a 1-0 lead now. And that was a very Immortals draft, though. And the fact is, though, they've been losing a lot of games, right? So they drafted what they've been doing, but they've been losing. But now they just win a game, so tides have turned, and now Pango is a first pick indeed, so I'm happy.
They listened to you, Grant.
They did.
They heard what you were saying, both about them and about Pango.
10 seconds remaining.
It was mostly you.
And they said, Grant is wrong about us.
And right
We're a stronger team, but they're right about Pango. Or maybe Grant's so right about Pango, it'll make him wrong about us. Huh? See how that works?
1/2 dozen of the baker's other.
Can you go over that one more time? No. I'm kidding. The one thing I like about the Pango is that when I see Clockworks, I think pick at least one core that doesn't die to clock in lane. And you mentioned that Pango has 2 ways to get out of cogs. So there's just no way that that eliminates one lane that Clockwork can have impact in. And I think a hero like Clockwork heavily relies on that early kill threat to have effectiveness.
Plus, have you ever played Clockwork and you cogs? Maybe you cog an enemy, you cog yourself or whatever, and you see the ball rolling towards you, and you're like, oh no, get out, like you're trying to kill the cog real quickly, and he just shield crashes over, he gets inside of the cogs with you, and you're just like, alright, I'm done.
Grant,
GG.
so before the series, you said they'd be very quick games?
Yes.
And it was.
It was. Dude, all these, have you noticed, I've been watching Europe as well, and they're very, if you watch the OG Wind and Rain, even the game Wind and Rain 1, it was is there a reason we're this deep into the tournament and games are so quick?
The lane snowball. The lane snowball too. I feel like once you have a lead, it's really easy to just grow it.
Yeah.
It's just game 1 though.
True.
We should never overrate a game 1.
Yes, I agree.
Dota is a best of 3 game.
That did look pretty clean though.
But so
overall.
Wind and Rain did win game 1 against OG very clean. And then they got bodied 2 20-minute games in a row. So yeah, obviously I still say Optic is the overall strong team from what we've seen, but after a show like that, man, it's just, you're on a fresh day. You wake up in the morning, maybe your team manager, your mom, they're cooking pancakes, you smell them, you're just feeling fresh. It's just that one day, you're feeling good. Could be that day for Immortals. And I like Naga first pick. I'm surprised they banned Mirana over Naga.
That's what I was going to ask about. It feels like Naga Siren sets up so many other people. It feels like Naga Siren is a lot more unique as a support than Mirana is as a...
Yeah.
That's just me.
I agree.
But a lot of the disruptors and Jakiros that go with Naga don't really like playing against Clockwork. I guess disruptors okay, but I feel like you don't want to pick those heroes into Clockwork. So maybe that's the idea behind it, because I've seen a lot of people let Naga go through first, and then they pick Clockwork as a response, just because you shut down the Naga herself. She can't mirror image or ult.
Okay, they were talking about that in Europe, and they looked at the cast time, like, Peter, you cannot mirror image from battery, so they were looking at it, and they said you should be able to.
It's not reliable, I guess, is what I would rather say.
Okay. I think what you need to do as the Naga Siren is to make sure you actually hit stop and then Q immediately after a battery assault.
Yeah,
you
have
to really
get
the perfect timing.
And if you get caught by clock, usually there's going to be some sort of follow-up, so
you're not just going to be one-on-one.
Yeah, you're not just going to sit there thinking about I'm perfectly timing my mirror image. You definitely cannot ult no matter what unless you get your mirror image
100%,
off.
Yeah.
Because the cast time on the ult's longer than the battery assault interval. But they go for the Warlock, which it just secures your lane and has follow-up to the Clockwork. I think you have Clockwork going first. If that's your game plan, you always have to have immediate follow-up. Otherwise, he's very low impact as an initiator.
Well, you've got Warlock Golem.
Yeah.
That's kind of perfect, right? Follow-up.
Yep.
So, last track, obviously.
Wow, this hero again, huh?
So they've got 3 of the 5. They can't obviously get Mirana, but Oracle. What? Sorry, I didn't see much of Oracle last game. Did he do anything special, or did he just do his due diligence to save heroes? So
I think he did his due diligence. He was also felt really strong in lane. Because surprisingly.
What did he do?
I think that was mostly because Pango somehow got pretty much a solo kill on Venomancer to start, and then they got the Oracle to level 3. And then I think at that point, Oracle feels kind of dangerous, right? Because it's a huge nuke, and then you've also got this decent disable. So, I don't know. It felt like kind of set up the Mirana. It saved some heroes. And I think in this game, honestly, it's almost better because of Leshrac and Clock. Like you've got very set, established magic damage that can be easily blocked. You've got a very clear, we're going on this one person, makes it really easy to, like, this telegraphed, we're going on this one person, makes it easy for the Oracle to play the game.
You can purge Fatal Bonds, too. That's, seems like a small thing, but it's, I mean, as the game goes on, that's quite relevant.
And they also put down the threat of, maybe we're going to Huskar.
Yep, you don't know.
Huskar actually does look really scary right now. I think you still pick Huskar if it's in your repertoire of heroes. Like if they're if they're prepared, like they've practiced it at least once or twice. Like Huskar's good against Void. Void is primarily magic damage.
Back-to-back Void games for Optic.
I don't know how much I like the Void against Naga. Like you picked it last game, I understand, but
he had a rush BKB as well.
Yeah,
no damage.
It's not it's not a hero where you go, yeah, let's pick it into Naga. Like that's not how it feels to play Void. I'm surprised they're leaning away from heroes like the Phantom Lancer. I feel like is quite good against the lineup of Immortals, and something I'm just saying it because it's been much more popular in every region. I think we've been seeing a ton of Phantom Lancer.
Do they just want to have better team fight?
That's what I feel like, but do they really need it? You know?
If you already have Warlock, Lesh, Clockwork.
There's like a lot of heroes, maybe because they thought Medusa was the problem, like they had no chrono target. But I feel like Immortals are going to try to just pick another hero that doesn't mind getting chronoed. Death Prophet comes to mind because you have an Oracle. Actually, yeah, Death Prophet looks really good right now.
Death Prophet or Huskar, which looks
better. Those type of heroes. You just want a hero that goes in, like, just doesn't care if it's chronoed. But they are, like, they could get counterpicked in the mid lane, so as we saw the other day, like, if they were to pick Huskar, they would have to ban SF, like, for sure, because they have the Clockwork again.
SF Clockwork, yeah. Well, they're taking a lot of their reserve time. Optic did as well, actually. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, if Optic just lose this game, they're done for the day. They go to the losers bracket. It doesn't get played till tomorrow. But who would have thought that? I'm sure they didn't. BD was probably very confident going into this.
You said it was going to be a quick series, too.
Yeah. See?
If it comes through.
They're really. I mean, this is the pick though, right? You have pick and then ban and then pick again. Like you're pretty much. This is the chess pick phase because you're thinking we pick this. They ban that, we pick this.
Yeah, the carry pool, like, from a carry player perspective, it's a little awkward. There's a lot of stuff that you want to pick against Void is, like, weak against the other heroes. So you're kind of in the spot where, you know, what hero do you pick out of the two? They go Pugna. Okay.
Well, we just saw a Tops and Pugna absolutely destroy Wind and Rain, so.
The ward against Lesh is insanely good. And it's almost certainly a core Lesh. They could make it a core Clock.
Feel about support Lash. Blitz, what do you think about support Lash? Is that even like a possibility? Or do you think in a game like this it has to be core?
You can do it. I think it's pretty annoying to play against Pugna. But then again, so it's core Lash.
Core Lash against Oracle Pugna seems really bad though.
Core Clockwork gets better against Pugna.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I think it's actually somewhat likely that we have a 4-position Lash. Because I do think you almost what happens if you get like the Huskar or something for Immortals, your core Lash looks terrible.
So I picked it a lot too at the Major, Birmingham. He was playing that quite a bit.
I like the Spectre pickup. I thought it was a decent pickup for Immortals here, just because it matches up relatively well against Faceless Void, gets out of cogs, and I think you just want like a tanky core that's hard to go on, right?
Spectre would have been good, yeah, for sure.
That's just
it's the same concept as Dusa a little bit.
And that's just how they play on Immortals, right? Like they give Rioya.
Are we getting the Huskar? They banned SF.
Hero. They could.
BSJ loading up. I thought they were going to take Huskar last game.
Oh, with the Oracle?
Against Saveno?
Night Stalker,
they have to be thinking, like, why did Optic not ban it, right? Like, it has to kind of be
They have the response pick. It's not nearly as scary if you have one pick.
And you have to be like, we have an Oracle. Huskar owns all these heroes. Why are they not picking?
If you haven't played it, like, if you haven't practiced it, if you haven't practiced it, it's not nearly as potent, because it's not just the Huskar player. The Huskar has, like, specific timings you have to hit. So if you don't know that as a team, then...
If you just don't know how to armlet toggle that hero's...
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the proper macros, then
Man, BSJ, you and your relevant memes. It's a chaos night. It could just mean they don't have a Huskar play, really.
I'm okay with that too, though.
Why?
Yeah, explain.
I don't think... I think they think that's not going to be a core Lesh. And even if it is, they have a Pugna to deal with him. So he'll just kill himself in these fights. You got a guy with just like high HP, won't die because of the Oracle. He'll Fate's Edict anyways if Lush gets on top of him. Should be pretty tanky. It's a killing core too that comes with a stun, which is something that Immortals lacks.
And he's a decent laner right now that Mangoes are back.